Hey everyone, my name's Captain Jack and welcome to Space Engineers. Today we're actually talking about the latest public test to the game. Basically what's happening today is Keen Software House, the developers of the game, are running a public test. You can get involved with it. I'm not sure how long it's going on for. I'm not sure if it's finishing up today or going to be finishing up later. But it's beginning 11 AM UTC on Tuesday, March 3rd. So presumably you can get involved in it whenever. Anyway, it's been testing some new stuff of the game. And we've also found some hidden features buried in it for the next major update of Space Engineers. So today I'm going to tell you what it's been testing, and I'm also going to show you some of those hidden features, of which you can probably guess via the actual thumbnail and video title what those hidden features are. Okay, so first off, the big one to talk about is hydrogen tanks. They have been changed ever so slightly. So let's quickly talk about them, as you can see here. So finally, after many years, we've got small hydrogen tanks, which is a big change, I'd say, for those of you who love hydrogen. So typically, you'd have your large hydrogen tank over here. I don't know, I've got my headlights on. This is the one you'd have to stick with, and you don't really have a small version of it. You can't have it here, number 9. That's what you get. Then you've got this version of it as well, which isn't really a small one. You can't really fit this in a small ship to a degree. I guess you can, but it's kind of large, if that makes sense. It's a large hydrogen tank. So here's the typical sized ones. That's what we've had for, easily 4 years or something now. We've had it for quite a long time. Now here is the new small hydrogen tank, also this one here. So this will go on your large grids as well, so you can see it's got hydrogen written on there, very nice. So this is the same size as an O2 tank, very cool. And this is the size of a small hydrogen tank, which will be used on your small ships. So you can see here, you can press in there, small hydrogen tank, ta-da, it operates like a small hydrogen tank. Nothing revolutionary about it, it's just a small hydrogen tank, yay. But we have got it in the game now, which is great. So you can see I've dropped a few of them in here, and you can use these on your ships as well. So if you're building grids and starships and stuff like that, or especially fighters and small grids, which are heavily reliant on hydrogen fuel, this is now going to be a new option for a tank for you, because essentially you can fit it anywhere, and hopefully the builds can stay a bit more compact. Because the trouble is, when you use things like this, it does get a bit bulky, and it's kind of hard to manage. I'm going to be able to safely redo some of my fighters, such as the RWI-203, with this tank in mind, and it's going to work a lot better. Honestly, I can't wait to get this involved, as it's going to be fun. Now, a couple of other things have changed in this public test. A quick reminder, anything I mentioned today is subject to change. This is a public test and was reliant on your player feedback as well as mine to change the game. So when the major update does come around, don't be surprised if some of the stuff we have spoken about today has actually changed. It's an important thing to keep in mind, as it could actually happen. Anyway, main changes and new features. There is massive performance optimizations for gameplay and UI. We'll test that in a minute. A lot of the Discord community of Space Engineers has been saying, but when you crash ships now in a game, apparently it's changed. So let's find a ship or something we can crash. We need a frigate or something. We should have one around here somewhere. I've got so many ships available. Do we have a frigate we can crash is the question. I don't know. We need something to airship. What do we have? IMDC. Let's test that. Here we go. Let's spawn us in. And we'll go and captain it. Now, apparently, let's say, the crash physics has changed slightly or something like that. Or a voxel. So let's jump in and we'll go crash it. Well, this ship is old now, isn't it? Poor MDC. So let's go. We're going to go ramp it down that ravine there. And we'll see how much it's actually changed. Because people are saying it's changed. So apparently the crash physics have changed. And I feel like here on the Captain Jack channel, we do actually have to test crash landings quite a bit. Hopefully I'm not going to hit the side of a rock. We're just going to go in for full speed and see if anything's actually massively changed. I don't think it has, but we'll see anyway. And I'm always up for testing crashes, so let's see how much damage we actually do. So you can imagine you're coming in for a crash landing here. I'm going to turn off the dampeners quickly. Here we go, coming in for a crash landing, and it froze there. So I'm not sure how massively it's changed, but lots more craters and stuff now. I'm not sure if that's massively changed, but if you notice any recognizable difference, you let me know. Because that just seems to be a large break. It didn't go very well. But hey, that was rather interesting. So a couple of the changes. It's now got full gamepad support. So if you're looking forward to the upcoming Xbox One version of Space Engineers, the actual PC version now has full gamepad support. Meaning if you want to play SE with a controller, you now can, thanks to this public update. A reminder, this is not an update, it is a test. I know I just said update there. But in the next major update, these features will most likely be implemented, just tweaked slightly. There is no current date for the upcoming update, which is codenamed Frostbite for now. Predict we probably will see it by the end of the month at least. However, with the Xbox beta also arriving this week, it might be a bit of a push. So hopefully we'll see it by next week, if not the March 3rd week. I don't know. Hopefully we're going to see it soon, as I'm excited for this. Now, it has been UI changes. So if I open my UI a minute, I'm actually going to have to go in a ship and do this. Actually, no, I can show you from here. So if I press K, you can see it. We've now got highlight things as well, which is cool, I guess. Some of this is pretty interesting. I need to show you the control panel a minute. If I hop in a seat again, whoop, there we go. So in here now, some of the text is off center here, which is slightly annoying. I'm not sure why. I know it's kind of already, some of it's already been like that. It just seems a bit weird. But you have got highlight things. The highlight thing's not too bad. It is upgrading the UI and learning for it, and I have a feeling this is a work in progress in a way. So I expect to see this change a little bit more here. Fun little fact, if you're a fan of a crosshair, which you can see in the center of my screen here, typically if you've watched this channel, I always have it turned off by default. This is a public test though, so it's re-enabled. Once you press tab, you can actually hide it now, which is awesome. I still personally wish they'd get rid of this stupid thing on the right here. You know, it tells me what a tool is if I go here. I really don't need to know what a welder is after this point. Get rid of that or let me disable it. Please, Keen. I've asked for so many times now. Anyway, my point was, you can actually minimize the crosshair when you press tab now. Save you having to disable it in the menu. This is really helpful for people like me, who sometimes like the crosshair, but also like to do cinematic scenes. Nothing worse than having, like, your HUD hidden, but still the crosshair in the middle. Ugh. Now, we already discussed the new small tank block, and also the visual scripting tool has had an overhaul. I can't really show you much of that. I'm not an expert on visual scripting, but I'm sure if you check around the Reddit or the community Discord server, you can actually check it out, and I'm sure some of my talented community are doing visual scripting. So yeah, that'll be something interesting to take note of. A couple of major fixes have been included in this public test. They've fixed the missing grids in the world, codenamed the Thanos bug. We've actually been experiencing that on our public servers recently. Great that that's fixed. And various changes of safe zone propagation has also been fixed as well, which is fantastic. A couple of other things, emissive text on functional blocks has apparently been updated. I don't know whether you can find that as well. So, that's a screen there. So I'm not sure how the emissive text actually works. Oh, here we go. There's a emissive text here. So medical room. I'm guessing that's what it means. And conveyor, stuff like that. There's nothing on the door. Have we got any other blocks in here? So conveyor, yeah. So basically got emissive text on certain blocks now. I might be able to show you if I climb up here. If I put refinery out here and just drop one down. Here we go, refinery. So we've got basically emissive text there now, which makes a change. So I believe in darkness you should be able to see this to a degree. Yeah, so you can sort of see it now. That's going to be really helpful for those of us like me who are blind. You get the point there. Crosshair's hidden, we've done that. And also better spider AI. I'm not sure if I can show you the spiders. Let's go take a look at a minute. I hate spiders. So if you see me running away and screaming like a girl in about 5 minutes, you know why. Right, here's the alien planet. Let's quickly hop over here. I totally forgot about the spiders, to be honest. Let's see. We just want to drop ourselves on a bit of ground. Here we go. Well, I'm going to hope the spiders might spawn. Either way, their AI is meant to have been changed slightly. So, essentially, they're a little bit more... not friendly now. It's probably a better, lack of a better word. Basically, they're a bit more intelligent, I guess is the best way to describe it, which is cool. So, that's something to take in mind. I'll chuck some like screenshots on screen if I can find any, so you can see how much it's changed. Unfortunately, at the minute, it doesn't seem like I can get any spawn. I did enable them in this world, so I'm not sure why they're not wanting to spawn. I'm just kind of hoping, you know, if we shoot the ground, they might spawn. Anyway, I don't think those guys are actually going to spawn, which is a shame, but oh well. Okay, so a couple of other things that has been changed in the game to keep an eye on. Weather is apparently in the game now. So this is an upcoming update for the game. I have a feeling it wasn't meant to be in this test, but it was left in. I'm going to show you how to actually enable it, so if you do get time to play the public test yourself, you can test it. Now, I'm not sure we can call up any on this world. If not, I'll chuck some things on screen now. Essentially, what you need to do is have creative mode enabled, and also enable creative mode tools in your admin tools. This is essentially like an override. Your command you want to enter... Oh, frighten the life out of me. Okay, they're actually active. Let's go... Oh, fuck me. I forgot they were... Ah! Piss off! So apparently the AI has upgraded to something. I'm not sure how it's upgraded, but... Let's just, Haha! Fuck you, you can't get up here. It's a good job they can't, like, you know, drill grids or something. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, to enable the weather, basically, this is the weather component thing. It is somehow integrated inside of SC at the minute, but it's not a core feature that automatically activates. Again, it's a public test. This is a work-in-progress version of SC. You are going to experience things like this. So if we type weather, then snow heavy, bam, snow is here. Ta-da! We've now got snow on the alien planet. It does look a bit weird if you ask me, on the alien planet, but this is basically the weather mod I covered in December has been implemented inside of Space Engineers, which is quite cool. I'm happy with it. I think it's great that weather is inside of SC now. I am lost for words, essentially. This is a feature many of the community, including myself, have been asking for quite a while now. After personally interviewing Marek Rosa, who is the CEO and person behind Space Engineers, he has expressed a massive interest on multiple occasions about having weather and various forms of it inside of SC, so it's a given this would have came eventually. I personally didn't expect it in, vanilla Space Engineers. I thought maybe Keen's next game, whatever that might be, might include weather of some sort, but it's here. You can sort of hear some sound in the background, so I'll try and boost it now. But it's not really finished yet. So the modder Jakari, I think, is behind the, he's been working with Keen to actually implement this. There are some other weather subtypes which are hidden in the config files, including thunderstorm, Mars sandstorm, heavy snow, which we're playing now, and a few other things. There's also snow heavy and Mars storm heavy. So if you're Mars, you can enable stuff as well. So if we enter our command again, we can do weather, then clear. There you go. And we also want to do weather, fog, light. And that enables just fog. So, kind of eerie if you're driving around on a planet. Maybe in a bit of, earlier morning darkness. Look at that. It's just, you can't see anything. I'll chuck some more stuff on screen now to where you can see the weather, because it does look really cool. Now, if you're interested in scenarios of the game, like Lost Colony, First Starter, or, First Colony, whatever it's called. I forget what the first... I think it's First Jump. That's what it's called. There is actually a new scenario coming soon. This is under the codename Frostbite as well. It appears there's going to be a new planet, or at least a new moon, called Triton, which is going to be implemented. This is what people have dug up from the game files. I'll post the entire Reddit thing on screen now, and also link down below. So thank you to Apoiferon, I can't pronounce their name, Stolly and Meow on the Keen Software's Discord for posting us on Reddit, and also Tentacle Schoolgirl. Your name is interesting to say, for posting this on the Reddit. Those guys have helped out massively today. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the test super early this morning, so those guys have been in the Keen community Discord and digging all this up, so massive thanks to them. Now, apparently with the new scenario, there's a couple of voice lines. One says arrived at Moon Titan, and there's a few other things around it. I don't want to spoil too much about it. Basically, it looks like there's a new scenario set on Triton, and that's what you're going to play through, and it has custom voice lines as well. Very nice. That's all I have of the public test today. It's still ongoing, so if you want to get involved with it, I'll leave some links down below to where you can find more information. Just as a casual reminder, everything here is subject to change. This is a public test. What that means is this is a work in progress version of Space Engineers, and things will change over time. So do expect that. I'm sure we'll actually see more changes when we actually get to the major update. Either way, the content in this update is very impressive, and I can't wait to see it when it actually comes out. No words on what the DLC content is just yet for the upcoming update, which is still codenamed Frostbite for now, but I expect we'll see more news about that when it rolls around. Again, no date, but if you follow me over on Twitter or join my community Discord server, I will keep you up to date. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. I've been Captain Jack, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.